I'm a different individual than what I was maybe before Beijing, before Athens. It's, different times, different mindset.
How are you different? Tell me how you're different.
I don't feel the need to experiment so much. End of the day, it all boils down to that particular day, and you have to find the courage and that the ability to mobilize all your resources on that particular moment and on that particular day. Yeah, my mindset is very impoverished. That's how I live. My internal being is quite impoverished. I like to.
Most people don't like struggling.
No, nor do I, but I engage with it. I like to struggle and I like to be impoverished because it keeps me going. As soon as so winning is a big disaster for me. If I don't win often. Winning is a disaster for me. Disaster in a way that it takes a while to come back to find that deep inner connect again, to be with what you're doing, with to be with your training and to be with your process, with every cell of your being. The pleasure is in the journey. You have to enjoy all what makes you think that competing at an Olympics or competing at top class, at a high level in sport, in any sport, is an easy, fun experience. It's not.
Not saying it's easy. Just saying
it's not easy. When you look back, it's joyful, but when your ass is on fire, it's not the most pleasant experience. When your ass is on fire. I love the sport. I love the process of shooting, and I don't know. I just like it. I just do it. I don't know. It's just very challenging. The sport is very challenging, and every day it poses a new challenge. And I'm really not that good. So I like to work hard, and I like to show it to myself that I can do it. I think it was just a natural progression after Beijing to become more social, because the sport for me for way too long was just competition and extremely competitive. Sport really in all honesty should be like a social activity, but in our country we do not. Sport is not really a social activity in this country. The day it starts becoming a social activity, I think we'll start to get a sort of a culture in sport. After Beijing, when I wasn't even sure if I want to shoot, so how I started shooting again was just to get started in it and just to try and have some fun and just try and go out there and go to competitions to just meet people, enjoy the experience and come home. But it didn't last. I got back into my competitive sort of situation. I would say far more social than I was prior to. In the last years I've been much more social, but it's just not my priority, because when you're training it takes 7 hours in a day. I give it my best every day. That's my goal. So I have to wake up every morning and push myself and demand the best out of myself every day. At the end of the day, before I go to sleep, when I ask myself and when I look at my face in the mirror and say that I've given it my best shot and that I've put every cell of my being towards what I wanted to achieve in that particular day, no matter what I achieved, irrespective of the outcome, irrespective of the result, but having the asking myself by being brutally honest and getting a real honest answer as to if I push myself to my limits and if I gave it my full commitment, brings me a lot of peace. It brings me a lot of contentment, and that for me is the biggest high, and that for me is the biggest kick.